Yo guys, what's up? Braden here with Everything Bar&Service. So, you know, I decided that tonight might be a good night just to log some of the shit that I deal with on a day-to-day basis when it comes to tables and table visits and how to handle them and how I personally handle them and how sometimes this world tries to test you. And tonight was one of those nights. So we had a party come in. It was 8 people. The hosts were basically like, all right, well, we have, you know, inside, outside, upstairs, or, you know, whatever is first available, which is the fastest route. And the party said, now I'm talking for my host here, all 4 of them said that they heard her say first available. So the lady said, yeah, we'll just do first available. So the party finally, after like 40 minutes of waiting, they come to the front and we start walking them to our outside patio. They begin to tell the host like, oh no, we wanted inside. We said inside, first available. So obviously there's a wait going on. So inside there was nothing for them. You have 8 people with you, you know, it might be a minute, we can't immediately sit you. It was a miscommunication, obviously, first available. So whatever happened, or you guys are just insane, or just didn't understand what the hosts were telling you when they said first available. It's fine, it's okay. Now, here's where the issue started. They basically were very, very upset that they were not inside at that point. So they had to wait, I think it was 20 minutes tops more. So they stand in the dining room, all right? So there's a waiting area, there's a bar area, there's a lounge area, there's high tops, there's all kinds of places to wait. But this party decided to wait in the dining room, hovering over tables. All right, so there's 8 of them, and these people are fairly large. I mean, large, okay? So they're just kind of hovering in the dining room waiting on their table. And, you know, we had another table complain that's like, you know, these people are kind of like cramping my style here. I'm trying to relax with, you know, with my family and get something good to eat and not worry about people like on my back, like looking over me. So that was an issue. So they asked, the people that were waiting asked to speak to a manager. The other manager went over there and was like, you know, I'm sorry about the miscommunication. You know what, how about this? We will buy you guys an appetizer on the house for the inconvenience. You know, they wait 20 minutes and then they finally get sat inside. One of the ladies comes up to me, she finds me on the floor. I didn't talk to her before, the other manager did. But she says, hey, so there's 4 separate couples here, and she only said we can get 1 appetizer, but we would like 4. We would like 4. We would like 4 free appetizers instead of 1, because we were all waiting. I said, oh, okay. What was the original issue again? She says, oh, we had to wait 20 minutes longer than we were supposed to. These people. All right, so they sit down, the server walks up to them, the server says, hey, my name is, we are on 4 separate checks. Didn't even get her name out. Didn't even let her get her name out. This bitch said, we are on 4 separate checks, thank you. And then from there, it was just non-stop, dude. They were just harassing her. Everything had an issue. My Miller Lite doesn't taste like Miller Lite. I'm sorry, did you just say your Miller Lite doesn't taste like Miller Lite? Because it's definitely Miller Lite. And you got a Yingling instead? Okay. Alright, so just little shit like that the whole time. Alright, alright, we're a seafood restaurant, so they got, this is the kicker. They got crab legs. And they were mad at the server for not, she doesn't eat crab at all. She doesn't like it. She never has. She never will, probably. So they ask her, he's like, hey, how do we eat crab? I'm sorry, you ordered crab legs without knowing how to eat crab? None of you, 8 people at this table, doesn't know how to eat crab. They were also mad that the crab had seasoning on top of it. Okay, this is a crab boil. Seasoning goes on it. I'm sorry. Yeah, yes. This is where it gets real cool and fun. All right, well, my battery's about to die, so hold on, quick cut. Everybody stand by. All right, sorry about that. But anyways, so the table was complaining because they didn't know how to eat their crab legs, and they also were annoyed that it had seasoning on top of it. Now, anywhere you go, anywhere, sorry, my dog's squeaking his toy over there. Hey, quiet that, okay? You know, I was telling the server, I was like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, these people are probably not gonna tip you because that's just kind of how the people are, the way they're acting. They're trying to get everything for free and are gonna complain about everything just because that's how some people are. So sure enough, she comes to me, it was over $160 with a $50 discount for all the appetizers. They leave her around $3 between everybody. There were 3 or 4 different separate checks, and they all left her around $1 or gave her 50 cents and change. Yes. All right, so you know, I'm obviously mad about it. I'm obviously, you know, concerned about my server because she worked really hard and she had nothing to do with them being rude. You know, she didn't have an attitude or anything like that. Because I was watching her, and I was watching her mannerisms and the way she was talking to them. She was actually trying. So about 30 minutes after they leave, we get a phone call from one of the lady that asked me about the appetizers getting 4 for free instead of 1.
I was like, oh yeah, I was waiting for it.
So, turns out, everyone at the table didn't enjoy their food. They all said it was terrible, bad, gross, and the server was extremely rude. I said, huh. Well, that's a little strange because she just came to me and said that, you know, she was trying really hard with you guys. She really never has any issues with any other tables. You know, she did her normal stuff, and then like you guys were kind of taking out your frustration about waiting a little bit longer on the wait on her, and she felt that it was kind of doomed since the start. And she said no, of course. She was extremely rude. We didn't have refills the whole time, which wasn't true. I was watching her. She was very attentive to the table. I said, okay. I was like, well, you know, I care about my staff and my employees. That way, you know, we take care of them and they take care of our guests. And I believe wholeheartedly that our whole staff does that 99% of the time. Obviously, we're not perfect. And I was like, she even mentioned that she got tipped out $3 over $160. And she says, no, we left her way more than that. I was like, well, you guys paid in credit cards and each of the slips says $1 in it. She didn't have much to say after that. So she wanted me to, because only one person out of the 8 people there enjoyed their food, she wanted me to, what can we do about this? I said, well, how come you didn't bring it to a manager's attention while you were there? She says, oh, well, my mother got sick. Your mother got sick, so you didn't have time to ask for a manager when everybody in the party hated the food. No, that's not the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard. Whew. All right, so I was pretty fuming at this point because I was like, I would have talked to you at the table, I would have smoothed it over, I could have maybe made a little bit of adjustment or got you something that you did like instead of something you didn't. Like, give me a chance to make it right. All right, don't leave. At 30 minutes, you call and try to make me pull up your credit cards and refund you money. Because that's what she said. She's like, well, is there any way, you know, you can pull it up and refund our cards? I was like, absolutely not. There's no way. You guys are gone. You didn't give me a chance to fix it while you were here. You know, I just can't do it. The best thing I can do for you guys is send you a gift card. So, bottom line, sometimes you just have to be stern with these kind of people. It's like, basically, bottom line, that's all I can do for you. Other than that, you know, that's just how it is. So they live in Ohio. This is Florida. So I'm probably gonna give them about a $20 gift card in the mail. So next time that they decide to go to Florida in St. Augustine, then they can swing by and have $20 on me, because I'm just so nice. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that was pretty much the highlight of tonight. What I take away from it is that obviously some people just come in to eat and they know exactly what they're doing. They know how to work the system. If any little thing, they're like waiting for something to go wrong because they waited for them to wait 20 minutes longer. Honestly, they could have had the whole thing planned. They could have been like, oh, we'll do first available, and anywhere they sat, they'd be like, oh no, we meant to sit in there, or we meant to sit out there, wherever they were gonna sit, and then talk to the manager and get free stuff. And then I saw them eat all their food while they were at the table, so that's why they left and then called and said no one liked it. Because I would have said, well, everyone ate their food, you know, I don't see why you guys really, it looked like you guys enjoyed it. You know, so no, they had to wait till they left, and then they specifically asked for the general manager and said, oh, he's not there, and then hung up, and then called back 5 minutes later, and then was like, well, we'll see the manager on duty. They knew I was there, and I knew they were full of crap. Anyone watching this ever comes into this kind of situation, just know that there are good people and good tables out there, but some people are trying to pull one on you. All right, they're just out there. It's just kind of part of the business. It's like that in this entire world, in any hospitality industry or any industry. People are gonna try to get stuff for free, and you know, all you have to do is just grit your teeth and just carry on and try not to lose your cool. I mean, I was close to losing my cool on them, but you know, I compromised with a $20 gift card instead of refunding $160 because they stiffed the server. All right, so yeah, that's basically, you know, the story actually was a lot longer than I thought, but that was the story of the night. Any other interesting stories that I come across or situations that I have to deal with, I'm just gonna record and put it online. That way I can keep a collection, and for me personally, I think it's a learning, something I can learn from, because the next time this happens, you know, I have more and more experience. So, so yeah, don't be those people if you're watching this also, please. It's very, very frustrating, and you're kind of ruining a lot of people's nights. Well, maybe not ruining, but making them very upset, and it's not okay. All right, so that's all I got. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. First available. So